everybody? It's your boy, Boy through 20 Baseball, reporting in on your weekly baseball news. And Yankee fans, the D-Rob void has been filled. Adam Ottavino signed a 3-year deal worth $27 million at approximately a $9 million a year annual value. And guys, me personally, I made a video before I wanted D-Rob back. You would have gotten back at 2 years instead of giving Ottavino three. Roberts is more proven, and they're not really that dissimilar in age, so it might have been because of that issue with the postseason shareholdings, where he basically was the scapegoat, even though there was a couple other rumors involving other players. Some were Sonny Gray, maybe they're trying to just throw in more Sonny Gray hate, but whatever the reason. And as soon as I read it, I knew it was going to happen. They're just going to use that as an excuse to kind of force him out of the organization. He's gone. And I wanted either Robinson or Miller. You got Ottavino. Either way, I'm fine with it, guys. He had one good year. Supposedly, the argument is he's a new man, new mechanics. He used his father-in-law's I guess shoe store to use his high-tech equipment to validate himself and reinvent himself this year, which is what he did. He got himself a nice, fat, juicy contract for a reliever. In terms of dominance and strikeouts, he's pretty much a Betances. He had a Betances here, if you look at it, especially with the wicked breaking ones you can see from the video replays. But in any case, guys, worst comes to worst, he has a bad year. You don't like him. He has a he's a bad fit because of that stupid thing about striking out Babe Ruth every time you flip him to a National League team. It's not a bad contract in terms of length. And at this point, it's up to them to just get back to the full season, be fortunate enough to stay healthy, and just hope Aaron Boone learns to utilize the common sense of any baseball fan, basically in America, unless you're retarded. Because, guys, when you have a deep loaded bullpen like the Yankees do, you don't bring in Lance Lynn in the middle of your biggest game of the season to put out a fire. You bring in Chad Green, you bring in Robertson, you bring in Betances, you bring in Brin. Might even bring Chapman if you want to go a little crazy, or even Holder. You don't bring in Lance Lynn, have him get shelled, and then bring in a top reliever like Chad Green anyway. One of the stupidest things I've ever seen to this day. And then Aaron Boone proceeded to do basically the next thing, the same thing in the next game with Sabathia pitching. He left him in a batter or two, I would say three, too long. He ended up losing the game by 1 run. You could argue it's because of Vasquez hitting the home run against Britton, but again, Britton might not even have pitched that inning. He might have been the guy to replace Sabathia in that inning to get out of it. Different circumstances, different situations. You never know. He took away the momentum. At the end of the day, they went home, and it was because their manager, with way less talent in the bullpen and with no second baseman, third baseman, or excuse me, second baseman, third baseman, or catcher, still find a way to get the job done. He put in Bracco in the right time. He put in Rafael Devers at the right time. He learned to utilize starters out of the bullpen at the right time. Makes no sense why Aaron Boone couldn't make the simplest, laziest decision you could have made with a bag of potato chips in your hand and just brought in. Me personally, I would have brought in Betances. Just do what you did on the wild card game. Bring in Betances. Bring in Betances, man. This is no time to rush people. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think. And like I said, at the end of the day, this is a great loaded team. It's up to the manager to get his head out of his ass. And if he can't, like I said, I would have fired him last year. Easily brought back Girardi. But this organization, such as many teams in the majors, they want a puppet. They want a guy who's just an essential yes man, who doesn't want to fight with anybody in the front office, and who's pro analytic. I get it. But at the end of the day, you want to win a championship. So again, let me know what you guys think. Look at the 20 base. Always out. Be safe.